Happy holiday, happy holiday. May the calendar keep ringing. Happy holidays to you.
Hey everyone, this is Josh Hayward and welcome to the 12 Days of CRAFTmas. Merry Christmas, guys. I hope that you all are having an amazing December and that the holidays are going well for you. If you're like me, it's a very, very busy and crazy time, but also a great time. Having some good time with the family and beginning to hopefully slow down a little bit, getting ready for Christmas. But it is December the 12th, Tuesday, December the 12th, and we are kicking off the 12 Days of CRAFTmas. For the next 12 days, I'm going to be looking at a variety of different kind of Christmas/holiday/winter brews, and that's no styles are off limits. I've got IPAs, porters, stouts, ESBs, winter warmers, all kinds of different beers, all kind of billed as the Christmas/holiday type beers. So really looking forward to it. It's going to be a blast. I didn't want to sit at the table for this particular video series, just seemed kind of boring, and I didn't have a pumpkin and leaves and stuff. I tried in front of the Christmas tree, but that didn't work, so I said, might as well park myself in front of the fireplace. Bad thing is, I'm out of wood and don't have a fire going behind me, so fail on my part. But nonetheless, we're going to crack into a great brew tonight. We are kicking off the 12 Days of CRAFTmas with New Belgium's Accumulation. And this is billed as a white Indian Pale Ale. White India Pale Ale. Sorry, guys. But this is New Belgium Brewing out of Fort Collins, Colorado and Asheville, North Carolina. They have two hubs here in the country. And this is, I believe this brew's been out for several years now. I remember kind of seeing it show up, I guess, several years back. But Accumulation, kind of a neat name. It's got like a camper/RV on the front with a bunch of snow on it, and also if you look in the bottle, there's like a haze, almost looks like snow in the amber glass there. So we're going to pour this out and see what we've got. Interesting note about the White IPA, it's kind of a hybrid style. Basically what they do is they take the hoppiness, the hop character, the boil schedule, the hop addition schedule, and add that to a Belgian Wit beer style. So you've got a hybrid of a Belgian Wit with an IPA, and they kind of bring them together. So it's kind of become its own thing. You see them more and more as of late, and it's a very pleasant style actually, because you get the mouthfeel, the haziness, the spiciness of the Belgian Wit with that amazing hop character, bitterness, the hop aromas and flavors that you would get in an IPA. So really, really neat hybrid style, and it goes really well with the season, being that it's the spiciness and things. Another interesting thing about this brew, look at that. It's very pretty. You know, a lot of times when the weather starts to get colder, the ales end up getting darker. That's usually what happens. That's standard. But this is kind of a change in pace, so to speak. And it's a welcome change, because sometimes you want something a little fresh, a little lighter than your standard darker amber type holiday Christmas beer. And this is definitely meets that for sure. So we have a pale, kind of a golden hazy color. Looks almost straight yellow. And I don't have the luxury of the kitchen light over this glass here, but it is hopefully you can still see that. It is a very, very hazy, yellowish type color. You can't see through this at all. There's a little bit of light that gets through there, not much. Looks almost like a pulpy orange juice in a way, very light orange juice, I would say. Not very deep in color at all, but definitely getting some haze in there. That's coming from the wheat that's used in the mash for this particular beer. Little bit of a white head on here, not a ton. Again, looks kind of like a Belgian Wit would. You know, you almost envision seeing an orange peel or whatever, or a lemon slice on the side of the glass there, with kind of garnishing the Wit beer, so to speak. But yeah, very pretty beer here. I can kind of see the name going with it, Accumulation, kind of a whitish, yellowish type, almost kind of reminds you of snow in a way. kind of how some of the particulates go in the glass there. But very pretty beer, hazy beer. Really lines up with the Belgian Wit style. So let's see what we've got on the nose. Oh wow, this smells amazing. It smells wonderful. Lots and lots of great hoppy aromas in this. I'm getting citrus fruit. I'm getting some spiciness from some of the spices used in this. As far as hops goes, kind of fruity and citrus, I would say. It's a very pleasant, sweet type smell that complements the spiciness that's used in the wit style here. But yeah, it smells like a very, very fresh type beer, very inviting. Again, a nice change of pace to some of the darker brews that you may see during this time of year. So very nice smell. I'm hoping that the taste lines up with it. It's been a while since I've had this beer, probably a couple years. So looking forward to giving it a try again. Cheers! Cheers to CRAFTmas, and you guys enjoying Christmas with your families. It's interesting. The first thing I noticed right off the bat is the mouthfeel. Very, very similar to a Belgian Wit beer. That they've used that flaked wheat in this particular beer, I believe. Gives it a fuller type mouthfeel, really soft and subtle in your mouth. It's not a strong or not a harsh beer. Wheat, I feel, tends to soften a beer in a way. So it's very, very soft. Kind of almost reminds me of snow. If you've ever eaten a handful of snow when you were a kid or whatever, or if you eat snow as an adult. But nice connection there with the accumulation. But a soft mouthfeel here. I'm getting the pleasant, spicy notes from the Belgian Wit. I want to say, I feel like I'm tasting a little bit of maybe some lemon peel, lemon zest maybe. I know when I brew my wit beers, I like to put a little bit of citrus fruit zest from the rind, from the skin. Picks up a lot of the nice citrus oils and whatnot in the beer. It goes really well. I feel like I'm tasting some of that here. Maybe some orange. Maybe I seem to be stuck on lemon. Maybe it's just the color, but the zestiness from the lemon. And then you get an amazing hoppy kick in there, kind of mid, well, I was going to say mid-taste. It's not mid-taste. It's right there. Right there as soon as you take a sip, you're getting that hoppy kick, and it lasts throughout, and even lasts after the sip as well. And it's very, very nice. So the beer feels a certain way in your mouth. You're like, hey, I got a wit beer here, kind of a wheat type based beer, and then you get a nice hoppy kick, which is a very, very nice combination there. The bitterness is very nice. Nice, that's a terrible, terrible descriptor word. But I feel like it goes really well with the spices that are in this wit beer. I can't say that I can put my finger on what spices they used in this. Maybe some coriander, maybe some other kinds of peppery type spices. But that pairs really, really well with the bitterness of the hops that are used in this, using the hop schedule that you would typically have in an IPA. But that hoppy flavor lasts throughout the taste, on to after the taste. A very pleasant bitterness kind of coming throughout the taste, and then on the back end, it kind of beckons you to take another sip. Something else about those hoppy notes, again, I'm getting the citrus taste, citrus fruit type notes there. I feel that goes well with the wit beer as well. Like I said, oftentimes you'll see a wit beer garnished with citrus fruit, an orange or a lemon, using the zest and the peel. I feel like they did really well with pairing those hops with similar citrus flavors with what you would expect to have kind of with the wit beer. I think one of the biggest takeaways in this beer is just how fresh it is. It's light, it's airy, it's fresh, very, very welcome. I can't get over how welcome this would be on a winter day. Oftentimes I want to reach for the darker beers, but sometimes you want something a little lighter, something you can, a little more fresher. less malt forward, and this would definitely be a go-to for that. I enjoy the beer, not a bad beer at all. I can't say I would drink a ton of them unless I was just like really thirsty. But it's a very pleasant beer. A nice style for the holidays for sure, to kind of change things up, so to speak. I know I've said that like 3 or 4 times, but that's the thing I'm noticing most, just the contrast in the style, the White IPA. And they didn't just go the straight Belgian Wit route. Nothing would be wrong with that either, but the fact that they went the White IPA route, pairing those nice hops in there, just makes it a very, very pleasant beer. Great beer, nice, enjoyable beer. And you can't help but think about snow, you know, with just the haziness and the mouthfeel and the freshness of it, like a fresh, snowy day, so to speak. So, excellent. Day 1 of the 12 Days of CRAFTmas is in the books. It was great. Sorry for not having a fire behind me. I'm supposed to get some wood tomorrow or the day after, so hopefully I have a roaring fire at my back for these videos. I'll be burning up, but it'll be worth it for the videos. So hope you guys have a great night. Cheers to accumulation, and cheers to you guys for following along. Take care.